Hey boys and girls, it's Night Stalker here. Welcome along today to Fort Siege. I was just talking to myself a little bit there through the opening part of the battle and through the loading screen rather than doing my usual thing, and realised that maybe I should hit the record button. Here we are starting a little later. What do you think? Do you prefer to skip the start? Or do you prefer just loading into the battle like this? Hey, let me know in the comments. Always interested to hear what you've got to say. So, what are these guys up to? I should leave him alone. Will I sound silly? Maybe he's got a plan. Hopefully he's got a plan. They do look like they know what's up, so we'll leave them with that and leave them alone. So, in the opening start, if you don't know, in Wolf Fort, one of the important things to do as a defender is to destroy that bridge. It is breakable, and you'll see that in a minute. And we'll just top off his health, and I guess we'll stand here and watch what's going on. Good placement there. If you've got your own Falconetti gunners, that's exactly where you should put them under the pavilion to prevent getting trapped. Now, why am I not using my archers? Well, let me show you. What's going on? Alright, over here, they can't reach. Watch this. Through this big chunky piece of concrete here, all of the arrows will hit it. Even though Namkhans have got an amazing fire arc, they can't do it up on this wall for some reason. Let me show you this. We'll put them here, and they can hit this point, but you'll watch, they can't hit any further back on the bridge. They'll all land into the wall in front, or at least the majority of them will. And when you move them up to the front here, you'll find that they just can't get an angle looking down either. So it's really not all that helpful. That's good, bridge is down. What you can do is you can put them at the back here, and you can shoot over onto like the wall here. I don't know how useful that is, so we won't keep doing it. We'll just press V, which will stop our archers firing into that circle, and we'll put them down here. In fact, what I might do is line them up to shoot the courtyard, or even better, just down a little bit more, just to be able to spray arrows happily through into the courtyard. They did manage to get some across, mostly peasants by the look of it, and we've got some quite heavy units moving up, and I don't think we need to worry about that too much. Our team's got it well under control. So we're going to grab this shiny new cannon. No, can't traverse far enough. That's unfortunate. That'll get in now. And we'll start pounding this siege tower. And it's immediately obvious that I'm not going to be able to kill it on my own with only 6 more shots left. So hopefully one of our team might set up an artillery or something like that. What's that longbow doing? I'm not scared of you, sir. That's right. Shoot your puny arrows at my mighty armoured head. Whoops, that's not right. That wasn't an emote. Don't give up, team. Don't give up. So I am going to empty the cannon into the siege tower. I haven't got much else to do at the moment. I'll reposition those archers in a minute. But there's always hope that our team might start shooting in. Now, if you didn't know as well, archers, crossbows, and gunners particularly will actually do reasonable damage. Last shot. Will actually do reasonable damage to a siege tower if you want to get up on the walls and shoot into it. So if you have got a little bit left, like a quarter left, you get your unit of tercios up and start shooting in. About there. That way they can still shoot into the courtyard, but most importantly they can continue to shoot up exactly where we're standing. They're going to be alright? Range test? That's fine, that's fine. And we've got paladins, so they are going to come straight up the siege tower. If anyone is available, I would love to see you right here at this point. Come along, team. I wonder if I can knock this guy down in the arrow circle. Let's find out. Oh, whoops. I'm used to using the paladin skill, not the shield bash. We ticked him for a bleed. I can see our friends are coming in, so I'm just backing off slightly. You know, longswords are not exactly damage dealers, and those glaives can be particularly nasty. The paladins aren't going to charge, because that's what I would do. Yep. And it's getting quite messy. Oh, that was handy. Let's put that circle down there. Get some kills. Actually, we have arrow rain, don't we? Arrow rain it is. This is looking unhealthy. There's only so far back I can retreat at this point because there are enemy coming across the back of me too. That's very unfortunate. Come on, Glaive, we'll hold this as long as we can. Death by surf. And you'll see the 2 runes at the bottom of the screen when I died there. That will give my enemy damage reduction and damage increase for 20 seconds after I die. So that, sorry, friends. Did I say friends? Anyway, that's really, really good play by the enemy. They came up all 3 siege towers immediately, and they came from both sides of the point. And look at them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is that 10? There are 10 people standing on the point. You hardly ever see that, ranked battle or not, you know. That's really quite impressive that they've managed to, without coordination, to just get on and just completely overwhelm us. Our friend is saying quite rightly that we need to defend the stairs to B, so we'll go ahead and do that. Oh, whoops, that probably should have been a blue ballista, because you've got limited artillery choices in a ranked battle. Should have taken my stronger one. That's fine. I am going to put my gits with pointy sticks. I'm going to put them up here on the wall. It's going to make them very vulnerable to trebs and ranged heroes and probably other archers, although I didn't see many enemy archers. But I really want to absolutely shoot up everybody who's coming up, and then of course back down these stairs. See if we can whittle away their hit points to the point where well, obviously we'd love to kill them, but there's a lot of them, so hopefully we can do a lot of damage and our team can finish them off a bit better. It also helps if you put bleed attack on. That is a thing that you should probably do if you have Namkhans, the number 2 ability. If you didn't know, that can stack up to 15 times and does massive, massive bleeding damage. One of the new runes, of course, is that your bandage will get rid of poison and bleed. But for now, I'm happy to sacrifice a few of my men to continue to do this absolutely monstrous damage output. Look at all those bleed ticks and hits. That ranged hero is having a bit of a field day. What was that? Thought I saw a red dot on my map behind me. But this is exactly what we want. Those pike guard are getting in there and we're supporting them. There's still so many coming down. We're going to run out of arrows before we run out of men, I think. Some artillery fire coming in now, not unexpected. Not unexpected at all. Battle's going pretty well at this point. They're all sort of bottlenecked over there. I'll just use the circle, the arrow rain now, because they're all so bunched up in the one spot. Is that trib for me? It is not. It is for the Pavese crossbowmen, who were paying attention and did well. So, congratulations to those boys and girls. We're going to go back to the point now. See how I've got 8 Namkhans left? That means I can bring them out again later. But right now I really want to defend the C point, because I find with my class and, you know, my longsword and the weapons, the units Fortebraccios, not woodcutters, I find it harder to defend the back point here when it's really open than I do to defend the C point, which generally centres around the supply point as well, which of course you veterans will be very familiar with. So, Fortebraccios. Making a bit of a resurgence lately. People have been like, oh wow, we could put a brace doctrine on. Over here in the frontier servers, of course, we've always had brace. Sorry, stun when you brace. So it's nothing new. But they're not just useful in brace. They're also, you can move them in together, hit, you know, into this big bunch and hit a V key, and everything within range of those lots of giant pointy sticks will get poked full of holes, stabby real fast. So that's something you can do. Particularly good against heroes. I use a assassination doctrine on my Fortebraccios for that very reason. What's going on there? We're not going to lose that, but we are probably going to lose the supply point if we don't get in there. So let's go and do some anti-cavalry stuff. Yeah, no, that's fine. We're going to be okay on C for now, at least, anyway. Now, when you're coming into these sort of fights with the Fortebraccios, keep them really close to your hero, because they won't go into brace except for in this big block. So you've got to have very good control of them. There's some cavalry at the back there, so I'm just going to be waiting for them. It's nice. Oh, there's some more. And then, of course, hit the V key to clean up everything within range. And then you can do that again. Move them in, hit the V key. Everything in range gets stabboed. And again, press the V key, and that's one entire unit of tier 5 cavalry destroyed. This spear is going to meet with a happy little accident. And that short sword over there, if he pushes his luck, is going to end up dying. And this longsword here also died in a tragic accident. I think actually I had nothing to do with that one. It was probably died of a broken heart, potentially died of some sort of illness. best get my butt to sea. So we're up to 4 heroes and 1 unit of gold cavalry with no losses. Let's see how we can push our luck here. It's an absolute cav fiesta out here. We've lost the sea, but we can do some very serious damage to them. They're locked in combat with pikes, which is bad for them, so we're just going to quickly go and rescue them. So we will delete ourselves a unit of pike militia. There we go, that's nice. There's a whole bunch here. We best be to kill them. We're going to get out of range of this condo attack. Kill another hero. So what about 5 heroes now? And of course we're just going to happily wipe this condo unit as well, because we're a longsword very good at supporting our units. No, it's only 4 heroes, isn't it? Oh, well, let's delete ourselves a unit of monastic cavalry while we're here. Look at them, how they fight in the open formation. They're getting a bit loose and distributed now, and we've got 2 or 3 units of Pavese firing into them, so they're going to go down. I have got heroes riding in to help me. Can I live long enough? No. Never mind. We're going to go down. Yeah, it is only 4 heroes. Apparently I forgot how to count. I was too excited about my big stabby sticks. So this is a fairly typical looking battle at the moment. Lots of cavalry running around the open area and lots of Pavese as well. It's fortunate that we do have Stalwarts last. I would have probably preferred the Imperial Pikes, but the Stalwarts at least will stop all of those crossbow bolts en masse. And we can keep them healed essentially forever if nobody comes in and messes with our shield line. We will of course have to wait until there are a lot less cavalry around first. So we'll have to find something else to occupy our time while we're waiting for that part of the battle to play out. At this point, if anyone's got cavalry, they'll be using them. What do we got? 1, 2, 3 units of gold cav out at the moment. I will upgrade my ballista to something more decent. A bigger ballista, which is of course better than a smaller ballista. You heard it here first. Okay, and as I was saying, we are going to ride out the cavalry part of the battle, if possible. You know, we might be forced into action, or they might just have too much cavalry. We're just going to hide them in this little corner here to avoid trebs and gunshots and crossbow bolts. We will of course be very vulnerable over here from the back. It's very easy to ride cavalry down there through this gate here and into. So I want to see if I could snipe off some cavalry with... No, actually, I know what I'm going to do. We're going to go all the way over to this corner here. And we're going to set up this ballista. So what I want to do with the enemy to do, I want to control them. My intention for them is either to have them treb and waste their treb on my ballista, or alternatively a hero to come in and take a dive on it. What I mean by take a dive on it, they're going to suicide to kill the ballista, because of course you don't want a blue ballista overlooking the point you're trying to capture. So we're going to try and make them force errors. Of course, at very worst, we can kill 2 gold tier cavalry per shot. So that will be lovely. Those cav coming up. No? No takers? Sorry, I just make my map bigger. I do realise that a lot of people watch on their phone screens. I'm one of those. So I do try to remember to increase the size of the map where possible. I don't know which way they're going to come up. The usual way is this one to the left, but it looks as though they could push through the centre arch tunnel, whatever, and come up there. What was that? Was that a mortar? Alright, on the map you can see them there. They're coming around the headland now, the fence or whatever you want to call it. I hope those don't kill my ballista. That's my shiny new ballista. I haven't even got to fire it yet. Alright, who's going to meet with a happy little accident? This gentleman. Oh! 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 Bad luck, sir. Bad luck, sir. That was all luck. Just my little way of saying sorry for executing you with 1 shot. We can't arch over there and kill some of those hussars, I don't think. Although I'd love to. Is the short sword going to meet with an end? Nope. I've got mortar shells coming in now. I think I'm probably out of reach of that mortar, so I won't worry too much. Oh, we hit him and killed someone behind him. Ballista Pro today. Oh, there's another hit. What do we got here? A death maybe? Oh, he jumped out the way just in time. No, that's not me. Thought that mortar round coming in was going to get me. What about you? Ah, yes, excellent. Double hit. Took one dual blaze down to... Oh, kill two. Oh, those Hussar Long Lancers managed to kill me just before they died. Anyway, I feel like this might be the moment to bring out the shield wall, against all of this ranged fire going on. These wolves are going to get decimated by our ranged behind the shields. This is not what I wanted to see. Damn it. This is going to cost me the unit. I don't know if I can save any, but hopefully our ranged will be able to tear these guys apart anyway. We might be swapping the Stalwarts for the Liaos, which I'm quite alright with. Although I'm really annoyed. Can we get out? Damn it. I'm really annoyed. I should have done this and come into here and checked if there were any more cav out before I came out of my little hidey hole. My safe spot. My safe place. And now I'm emotionally scarred. So, our Pavis here, I think maybe they should have formed a shield wall to shoot back at the enemy Pavis. And with all these enemy ranged heroes and gunners and come on people, please jump on the point. Oops, I said that in open chat. Oh, that's a bad Hussar charge. They're not even going to make it to the enemy. Nah, decimated. Far too much high tier ranged. I don't know how I'm going to get to respawn again. Come on, team. Oh, that's unfortunate. That glaive's going to die straight away. Anyone jumping on the point, you know, I am spamming it, but anyone getting on the point now with all of that ranged and heroes, it's just a hopeless cause. And unfortunately, it was a defeat today. Never mind. I'm just going to change some settings. Give me a second. Right, hopefully that works. So, we got an MVP. 6 murders, 119 slayings, 1.4 million, 1.3 million taken. Fortebraccio is absolutely fantastic. I am pronouncing that badly. Too bad. Namkhan Archers, disappointing they didn't get more kills, actually. How we do? An absolutely abysmal amount of hero damage. It was just terrible. But we made up with that with lots of damage taken and given, which is lovely. A bit disappointing to see no participation points here, and even this guy and this guy very low contribution to the team's goals. So shame on you, gentlemen or ladies. How did it all go? So the biggest disaster really was, I think really I misplayed the Stalwarts. I should have waited a bit longer. I should have used my tab and just had a look to see what cavalry was still around. If I had thought to do that, it would have been a much better outcome. I don't think we would have won the battle. I don't think it would have made that much, but at least I would have had a shield wall up that our ranged could hide behind, which may have made a decent difference. Who knows? The biggest thing, of course, is that we died 50% more than the enemy team did. They have 31 hero deaths, we have 45, and that's a huge difference, right? We had too many of our guys off the battlefield for too long. Anyway, I hope you learned something new, or you just enjoyed the battle. Thanks for coming to the channel.